Hello folks, back with Crazy Driving. Check that black car. Something I really dislike about drivers in Trinidad is they push themselves out in the road. Instead of waiting for a free pass, they aggressively take it. This car even has to slow down because it couldn't cross all the way. Sometimes you have to be careful on the highway. It looks clear, but is it? If that was a child or person running across the road, let's take in somebody who's doing a patriotic turn, a good turn of the day. This guy crosses the road, sees this blind lady trying to cross, and I applaud him for not grabbing her hand. He just spoke to her and offered to assist. Made sure she crossed well. It's wrong to grab people by the arm who are blind. That startles them. Now here we are by a hospital. There's a crossing lane. That white car doesn't wait. This next car seems to be pushy too. You're supposed to wait for these people to cross. Now you can already tell the kind of driver with the usual mark with the arm out of the driver's door. But look at what else is going to happen. He decides he's more in a rush than I am. Still with his signature mark, arm out of the driver's side door. Now here's a very strange I don't even know what to call it. This guy, I mean, it's a green light. He's not going. He decides that he is going to help this lady cross while the light is green. Now the arrow is pointing to where you're supposed to cross, but he tells her, you know what, don't cross behind me, cross in front of me and diagonally across the street, putting her in even more danger. There are a lot of horns behind me beeping, and look, the light turns red.
What the fudge?
He could have gone ahead, she could have crossed, and that would have been it. Everybody could have moved forward, but he decides to be the superhero by basically trying to get this lady to cross at the wrong time. I was passing and I saw this. Just imagine what would have happened in this car crash. Now I don't know who was at fault here, but the results speak for itself. Imagine if you were a passenger in the back of that vehicle. I don't think you would have lived. Now the results of high winds can cause this to happen. Notice how that traffic light pole is all bent up, the tree behind it broken, and even that sign on the right is broken. Now something else is strange here. This policeman stopped this car, but he seems to be displeased with him. I'm not sure why. Kinds of gives him an earful. Not sure what the car did wrong, what the driver did wrong, but he's giving him an earful and telling him to pull over on the side. If you can figure out what he did wrong when he was coming up, because it seemed to me that the policeman stopped him and he did slow down, unless he caught him doing something else. I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think. On the way to south, and you can see I'm about a good distance away driving on the highway, but when cars want to overtake, they mitigate that space, so you slow down. Look at how that car just went in front, trying to stop the other one in front from going into the right lane. I didn't see this earlier, but on my way back on this road, Moncoko Road, I saw the police stop and I was curious as to why I stopped and why the road was so wet. And when I turn around this bend, you will see why. Check that vehicle. It's burnt to a crisp. I don't know what happened, but if any of you saw what happened, how this car caught a fire and basically burnt, let me know in the comment area. I would be interested to know how it ended up there, if it was placed there, if it was burnt right there. Now this is one of the reasons I hate parking in malls or plazas or any shopping kind of area. Sometimes you come back out and you see a vehicle all scratched up. Now this guy reverses, okay, he's good there, but is that enough for him? No, he keeps coming back. By this time I'm really pumping my horn.
What the fudge?
How am I driving? Yeah, how am I driving? So I'm on the highway again, and you're going to see some really reckless drivers. Two silver cars racing each other, passing very close. Look at how close that silver car is to that white. How they go in front of me. These crazy drivers don't realize that it's not just about their skills, but the skills of those they are driving in between. If any of them flinch or get startled, it will cause a major accident. And they continue at high speeds, weaving in between vehicles. I won't even overtakes on the left. Here's another crazy driver. Looks normal, doesn't it? No indicator. Goes from the far left to the far right lane. Everything seems normal, but it's not. Swerving a bit. And he's intent on doing the same thing to get past these vehicles. All he needs is a blue siren if he wants to go that fast and to take risks. So he again, no indicator. Goes to the left, wants to pass the black, can't. So he overtakes on the left and makes the black car that was trying to get into the left lane swerve, and now he cuts in again and continues. Now here's something that really bothers me. People just don't stop. That vehicle is supposed to stop there and wait, but no, just moves on. Doesn't seem to know right away. Now here is a one-way. This street, St. Vincent Street, one-way going down. And what do we have here? Vehicle coming up on a one-way. I mean, you have to be really vigilant out here because I mean, these things aren't, you know, once a week, or maybe you might see it happen every blue moon. No. I experience these things all the time throughout the day driving. Just crazy stuff. Now here's a good example of what I mean by that. In one scene you will see the amount of crazy driving. Behind this vehicle right now. Red light. Or is it a red light? Maybe I must be colorblind because that vehicle is moving ahead through the red light. That's just pure craziness. He literally went from standing still to moving ahead on a red light. And look at this vehicle in a rush. Decides to overtake on the left.
What the fudge?
Now it is green, and what? These cars don't seem to know that they are on the red and they're blocking traffic. You can't pass. Again, showing you that crazy driving in Trinidad is all the time. Look at this white car coming, virtually crossing into my lane. Why can't stay in your lane?
What the fudge?
People, just be safe out there because there's a lot of crazy drivers and they think they are driving perfectly normal.